guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Coming to you today from a cell phone, so I really hope the picture quality is okay. Having some major camera issues this morning, but I'm a pretty persistent person, so I'm doing my best to make sure there is a video either way, even if we're having technical issues. So in today's video, I'm finally going to be addressing the topic of minimalism and Christmas. You guys have been asking me so much, how am I handling this? How should one handle this? And of course there is no like one way to do it because minimalism, there are no rules. You can do it however you want. But this is kind of from my perspective as a person who is trying to cut back on stuff because I need to be able to travel and move around, and it just makes my life easier having less stuff. So in the first part of this video, I'm going to talk about 1, how do I create my personal wish list, and 2, how do I decide what to get for others. Today's video is also a collaboration with my friend here on YouTube, Victoria from Femhead. She's doing the same video. I will link it here if I can figure out how to do that. Otherwise, everything is in the description box. You guys definitely go subscribe to her. You're gonna love her channel. She's so sweet, so soft-spoken. I know a lot of you guys already follow her, but if you don't, go check her out. You're gonna love her. Just so authentic. From the moment I saw one of her videos, I subscribed immediately because she's just super sweet, kind, relatable, everything you would look for in a YouTuber. Okay, what to ask for as a minimalist or as a person who may be looking to cut back on the amount of clutter or stuff that they have in their house, in their life. The first thing I can recommend that you ask for is a consumable type of gift. So this could be food or a gift card to your favorite grocery store. This could be a gift card for gasoline that you go through a lot. Things that you go through and use up. This could even be like body washes or shampoos or things that you always have to buy and you consume and you use up and they go away at one point. These are great gifts for people that are looking to cut back on the amount of stuff. For example, I asked for some makeup from the US from e.l.f. because we cannot get e.l.f. here in Switzerland. So for me this is a consumable gift because I go through a lot of makeup and I use it up and I cannot get access to it here in Switzerland. So for me that makes a lot of sense. So in case you were curious, that is basically the only thing that I have on my wish list was some makeup from America because I love makeup and I use it up every single day, single day, so it gets used up, and that's the kind of things that I want. It's also small, compact, which is important for me at the moment since we're doing so much traveling. But think of the things that you're constantly buying, constantly using up. Maybe you just want like some laundry soap or things like cleaning supplies, things that you use up. Maybe just think practical and think consumable, I would say. Obviously, you can also ask for the experience gift, whether you've always wanted to go scuba diving, skydiving, or maybe it's just you've always wanted a pedicure or things like that, things that are gonna get you out into the world, things, maybe trying something new, maybe not, but an experience type of gift, something that might be memorable. Maybe it's a concert ticket, things like that. There are so many options, you guys, outside of just like the standard gifts, you know, like candles and picture frames and stuff like that. There are so many things you can ask for if you don't want stuff. You just have to be a little bit creative, but I think, yeah, experience gift, there's so many options. You could ask for a few nights in a hotel or a gift card for an airline or train tickets depending on where you live. There's so many options. And of course you can always try asking for straight up money, and I understand not everybody's family or culture is like super open to that. I know it's kind of weird. Not everybody's mom wants to just hand over money for Christmas and be like, here you go. But yeah, you could try it, and if that's just not possible in your family or in your culture, I think a better way to go about it would be maybe you're looking for money because you want to build up your emergency fund. So just, you could tell your family members, I want money because I am building up my emergency fund because I don't want to have money stress. And I think if I could get that going in the new year, this would be a great kick to get me started. So kind of like seed money for either an emergency fund, or maybe you want seed money because you want to start saving in your retirement or investing in mutual funds. Whatever you want to do, I think if you come from a family that struggles to just hand over cash, if you package it differently and tell them, hey, I really want the money because I want to start saving for my retirement, this might be way better received. And of course, if you want absolutely nothing, you can always ask that they just make a donation in your name, or, you know, there are all sorts of organizations that do a lot of charity at Christmas time, so maybe they could buy gifts that you could go on to donate or something like that if you literally want nothing. So on to the best part what you're gonna get other people. I don't know about you guys, but I love giving gifts to people. I even have a hard time keeping them a secret because I'm just so excited to give people their gifts. And I think when it comes to gift giving, the best thing you can always do is ask them directly what they want for Christmas. I understand not everybody's family is into this. My family's always been very practical because they kind of understand, or they've learned, if you do not ask and you just pick something or you give them what you think they want, it's probably not going to go over as well as if you straight up say like, hey, what do you want for Christmas? And then give them exactly what they want. This is the best way to do it, obviously. Then you don't have to waste your time, money, resources on going around buying gifts that just get returned. This whole cycle is just like crazy, to be honest. So if you can just get straight to the point, like what do you want, and give them something they want or need, or something that is very practical for their life, this is obviously the best way to go about it. And if they refuse to tell you what they want, or you don't feel comfortable asking, I think it's always best to just pay attention to where does this person like to shop, what do they like to eat, where do they constantly like, where do they frequent, and you can give them either gift cards or items from those places that they already love. So you're not really guessing, there's no question mark, will they like it, like you know that they will like it. So for example, if you have somebody in your life who loves Starbucks, let's say, I don't know guys, I don't even drink coffee, but if I had somebody in my life who I knew loved Starbucks, always went to Starbucks, for me the obvious choice would be a Starbucks gift card because they're going to use it, it's not going to get wasted, they're not going to open it and be like, oh, that's nice. They'll probably be really excited because they love it already. So things like that. You know, I have a little brother, he loves to shop on Amazon, so for me that's just super easy. Amazon gift card, and you know, he can pick out whatever he wants and nothing gets wasted, because that's what I really want to avoid. I don't like giving, or nobody likes receiving gifts that they don't like or that they aren't going to use and that either just get returned, or maybe you end up donating them, or even worse, and I think this is what typically happens, is they just sit in your house, because that is what is really rough about gifts. It seems like even if people don't like gifts, they still feel obligated to hold on to them, which is really a waste of resources, because it could just get moved on to somebody who's actually going to appreciate it, if you guys know what I mean. And it might be a little bit late for this last tip, but I think it's always really fun to just kind of listen throughout the year to the people that you're going to be buying gifts for at Christmas, and are they mentioning something again and again? Is there something that they're saying that they love but they don't really want to buy it for themselves? If you pick something up that they said like in July, you could write it down and then get it for them and give it to them at Christmas, and they're probably going to be super excited because one, you're giving them something that they actually want, and two, because they see that you actually listened to them throughout the year when they were mentioning things, and I think it just shows that extra thoughtfulness and stuff that you were listening. And yeah, and obviously I have to mention, like, do not go overboard on gifts. The amount of money you spend on gifts for your friends or family are not a reflection of how much you love them. Just always be grateful when you're giving and receiving gifts, and don't have expectations for people and for their reactions, because expectations will leave you disappointed all the time. So just be happy to have the time with your family, and obviously it is not all about the gifts. I don't even need to get into all that. That is obviously not what Christmas is all about, but that's like a whole nother video. So I hope you guys found some useful tips in here. I don't know, I felt like this was another rambly type of video, but I'm just always here to remind you guys to be intentional and don't go overboard. Don't spend too much. Do not buy things you cannot afford. Very, very important. And a lot of times at Christmas, people just go crazy and act like I'll deal with it in the new year. So if there's one thing I can get across to you guys, is like, do not go overboard. Do not go crazy, especially if you cannot afford it, because it's just not the right way to start off the new year. Keep it modest at Christmas if you cannot afford it. It's a whole other thing if you've set aside a budget and you've been saving all year, or you've got your funds set aside for Christmas. That is perfect, but do not go impulsively crazy nuts buying gifts for people. Please, I'm begging you. So that's it for today's video, you guys. I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out Victoria down below or somewhere on here. Keep your eye out for that. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you very soon in the next video. Bye! And until next time, guys, remember, every single day you have the opportunity to take your dreams and put them into action. So work hard, be kind, and make it happen.